always training. So at the bottom level you have your level 1 onto your level 2, mucking out, moving forward to the staff who are training level 4, level 5, myself who's training as an examiner. We are always training, but there is nothing more satisfying than perhaps we'll advertise for a job and one of our old students might come back for the job. That's fantastic, because one, we know the student, they know us, they obviously like us and want to be here, and they're brilliant for the business because they know the business, we know them because we've trained them, we know what they'll produce, and there's nothing more satisfying than seeing one of our students working for us in our business. The benefits to an employer are numerous. Yes, you might have a worker who is working on an apprenticeship wage, which might help your bottom line from a wages point of view, but you are giving back in time, your time, which you might not cost out, or you're not actually paying out, but you're giving out your time in training to that apprentice. The most important thing is staff retention. Your apprentice will stay with you because they are getting a very good deal, they're training, they're motivated, and so they will stay. On staff retention, it's incredibly expensive if somebody leaves, or people keep leaving, to re-employ with advertising and training and getting people to cover while you're training somebody else. In our experience, our apprentices stay with us because we train them, they're motivated, they have goals and targets to achieve, and then they become our next employees when they're fully qualified.
I think the apprenticeship scheme is a good idea because you're getting to work on a real life yard or equestrian centre, so you're getting to know what really happens and the real busyness of a yard, whereas when you're at college you're still sort of just doing your classroom work in your classroom and not getting your hands-on experience with clients and all the horses as well. With the apprenticeship, it doesn't matter if you've not got your 5 GCSEs, which you usually need to go to college, as you get your key skills here with your included in your apprenticeship, so you can get your GCSE maths and English included with your MVQ.
We had an advanced apprentice. She came to us as an apprentice, and an advanced apprentice, Donna, and she went to the Olympics, which I don't think Donna ever thought when she came to us as an apprentice, and wouldn't say boo to a goose. And she actually groomed for Yoshi out at the Olympics. I mean, that was amazing. And it was our apprentice. Wow.
So far I've learnt a lot more in the 3 months that I've been here than the 2 years that I did at college. And you get so much hands-on experience, whereas when you're in college you learn to do things but you don't need to use them, whereas when you're working on a yard you need to use them all day, every day and all day really. So it's much more beneficial, and I feel that I know more about horses even though I've been around horses since I was really young, so I found it very beneficial.
The good point is there is that move on of quality assurance. So you're checking at level 1, you're checking at level 2, then there's somebody checking at level 3, and there is always somebody of a level higher who is training to move that on, and that makes for good quality assurance, makes for a good qualification.
I've known quite a few people who've done college courses and quite a few that have done apprenticeships, and I know that all my friends that have gone out and who now have careers with horses have all done apprenticeships rather than working in college. So that's very beneficial.
They would first of all get training, regular assessment. They get regular planning and progression towards an achievement. They would target what they're going to do and know when they're going to achieve it. Then so that would be each unit of their MVQ, level 2 for apprentice, level 3 for advanced apprentice. Then they would have key skills. They would get a certificate for communications, application of number, IT, information technology, working with others. They get a first aid certificate, and at the end they do a technical certificate which checks their knowledge and understanding of all the questions. For instance, health and safety is a very good unit There's a lot of theory in that, where they have to know about risk assessment and COSH and RIDDLE, all the things that we have to do. It's very important for these days, and very important for an employer to know that the employee knows that stuff, understands it, and is trained into standard with it. Then when they've completed all that, they then get a certificate from Lantra to say they've achieved their apprenticeship framework and their advanced apprenticeship framework. We might train on more apprentices, but then they go out into industry, and that's fantastic, because they then take our good name out into industry and they become our ambassadors. It's very, very satisfying, and it's very good for business to see, for people to see that an apprentice has come from our yard.